Hello again, and welcome to the barnyard. But I am going back by popular demand is rabbit processing. Now I'm not going to show you what was already on the videos. I'm going to pick up where that left off, and that was gutting. So all you need, a little old-timer pocket knife, because rabbits are small. You don't need nothing really major. So let's get started. And here we have Mr. Naked and Decapitated Rabbit. And if there's any question as to the sex, there it is. Sorry, dude. But what I want you to do is grab the tissue right here. And beware of the bladder. You can actually see the bladder right here. You don't want to poke a hole in the bladder and have to wash it off. So you grab the tissue, pull it out towards you, and make you an incision holding your knife away from you. And hold it away from the bladder till you get your blade in. A lot of people like the blades that don't have a point, it's just a blunt, so you don't stab into anything that you shouldn't be. I really like my other knife better. But see, now I have a good hole. And if you peek in the hole, you see the bladder. It's not pierced. So we are going to go up the hole, pulling the cavity away from us, towards us, so we don't stick anything that we don't want to in the process. Run the knife up towards the pelvic bone. Now your knife's not going to cut the pelvic bone. You'll get to that in just a minute. You cut back down here, pulling away from you. And if you pull away from you, the knife's going to really cut easily. Now see, now I'm running into his stomach. So I'll let that go right away. Pull the insides out. That's this. And have a look at that liver. It's a good looking liver, so it's a good healthy rabbit. And I see this question time and time again. This is a bile duct. That's his gallbladder. Okay? There ain't nothing wrong with it. That's a gallbladder. So you give this thing a quick pull, and then off to the chickens it goes. A lot of people keep that. I don't. The chickens benefit from it more than anything. People eat the livers. And it's a big, healthy liver. But let me show you how to cut the gallbladder away so it doesn't, so you can eat the liver. Make a little cut here and there. Don't pierce the gallbladder, or else you might as well just throw it away. Turn it like this. You'll have to take a little bit of liver with it to lift it off. And he's not giving. And what you do when it's not giving, you cut that lobe off. Just like so. And you check to make sure you ain't pierced the gallbladder. And then that's where it came from, right in there. So, you sacrifice this piece so you can have this piece to eat on or to go fishing with. It's going to go for the chickens and the ducks and the turkeys. So that's good protein for them. So you cut along the breastbone, because that'll take you all the way to the diaphragm. You rupture the diaphragm, and that'll take you in there to the heart and the lungs. And yes, I pierced the heart. I don't really keep it. If I did keep it, I wouldn't want it full of blood. The heart, the lungs, and the esophagus. Down we go. It's a good way to check to see if your rabbit, if you were having to do an autopsy, it's a good way to check to see if your rabbit had any disease. Because the liver is going to show it. If you don't see much on the liver, the heart, or the lungs, The rabbit wasn't sick. Alright. Let me break his rib cage there in the breastbone. Now keep in mind, doing it all with a pocket knife. So if you're hunting out in the field, you can do it. This, we're going to keep away and just monitor. We don't need any poo pellets in the cavities. But here are kidneys. Chicken, what you doing pecking on my foot? I ain't got nothing down there. Now, break everything loose, the connective tissue. Run your finger up, park your pocket knife somewhere. Push your finger in and then pull it out. Theoretically, it's going to pop out right away, but that one's being stubborn. There we go. Now what you have is the bowel, the kidneys, and the bladder. Nothing of which you wanted in the rabbit.
Okay, just for the record, what did you poke your finger in before you pulled all that out?
The butthole. Didn't want to say that, but yes, it was the butthole. And here's how well endowed the rabbit was. There were the testiculars. So now we are going to take care of the pelvic bone. We're going to make us a notch here to break apart all the fat, all the muscle, and all the connective tissue. See the pelvic bone? See the knife? We're going to break that pelvic bone. And it's real easy. It's already broke. See? I'm going to put the knife through there again so you can see. There's the knife. And cut the skin. There's the pelvic bone. So you could have a really good grilling of a rabbit after you wash them out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to grill, we're going to oven grill because it's still too hot outside to grill. But we're going to bake them in the oven, roast them, and I'll show you what we do to prepare that after we get inside and get everybody done, because we have 18 to do. So whenever we get inside, get everybody done and soak them, we're going to show you how to cook it. So we'll see you in the next video.